Tough act to follow. My name is Ben. I'm from the fourth year Athens campus. So just getting into it. 3 years ago, I sat where you are now, excited and nervous for the path that lay before me. On one hand, not much has changed. I'm still very excited and very nervous. Now for residency and to speak to you all today. On the other hand, my colleagues and I have been through the most transformative process of our lives, as Miller hinted to. I've had the honor of delivering babies, feeling a beating heart, and writing progress notes. A heck of a lot of progress notes, tons. But I've also been completely tricked by drug addicts, watched helplessly as a young mother died from hemorrhagic stroke, and attempted to help my attendings console several distraught families who recently lost family members. Truly, this field brings you closer to the rawness of human existence than any other vocation, including our highest peaks and deepest valleys. The speeches I heard while sitting in your seats during my own white coat ceremony brought up several themes that have been said today as well on the infallible qualities of the white coat. These include selflessness, compassion, hard work, dedication, intelligence, and achievement, some of which have already been mentioned. Stupendous qualities that exemplify why it is such an honor to wear this, so congratulations. However, the last student speech I heard that day ended with a story of how the speaker saw a family he knew who had been through a lot right before he left the hospital at the end of his shift. Instead of approaching the family, the speaker said he left without saying hello. He said, "I don't know why I did that." I had loved his speech up to that point. I really did. It had been captivating and engaging. And it was crescendoing into a beautiful, I made a difference speech. But this ending just did not seem to fit with the theme of the day and all the ideals that others had mentioned. In many ways, I've spent the last 3 years of my life trying to find the right concluding paragraph of that speaker's speech to fully understand what he meant by that last story, a story of avoidance. What I've found is that what he was saying is that the awe-inspiring and perfect ideals the white coat represents is not synonymous with the feelings, emotions, and struggles of the people wearing them. Despite earning this incredible honor, you may still have doubts and fears. I know I do. Wearing this thing does not make you immortal, does not make you perfect, and does not wash away your worries. Instead, it is something to aspire to, but never reach, much like perfection. The white coat means you all aren't superheroes yet, but you're striving to be, okay? After all, we don't say we practice medicine. We don't say we rule medicine. We don't say we conquer medicine. We say we practice it every time. We don't own it, we practice it. So please remember, as you move forward in your white coat, that you realize the duality of where you're indeed striving for perfection while simultaneously accepting that you'll probably never achieve it. If you can try your best and forget the rest, you'll be much happier as you progress through your careers. I can guarantee you that. Briefly, I would like to mention the paradox of medical school. In order to earn the right to commit your life to serve and treat the sick and injured, you must first focus meticulously on making yourself look better than other medical school applicants. That's just the way it is. I bring up this paradox to say that you're now in medical school. You've made it. So now is the time to shift your focus out from your personal accomplishments to the needs and wants of the patients you're going to one day treat. You'll really rarely be led down a wrong path if you put a patient first, honestly. In the same vein, I want you to shift your focus from competing against colleagues to one where you raise each other up to higher states of excellence than either of you could have achieved alone. The best decision I made during my first year as class president was to pester my class over and over and over again about the importance of support and collegiality. If we're going to acknowledge that we still have worries and doubts after donning our white coats, then it follows that we should support and lift each other up through those tough times, just as we will with our patients in the future. Let no man or woman be an island unto themselves, or walk the road alone, like Miller said. Unite yourselves and you'll achieve more than you ever could ever imagine on your own. Finally, I would like to take a moment, it has already been taken, but I'd like to take it again, to acknowledge all those here today not in white coat or regalia. This thread of support and understanding extends directly to you all as well. In fact, I'm willing to bet the majority of people here in front of me would not be here without your help. I think we would all like to thank you for what you do behind the scenes again. Please continue to be there for these bright individuals. They're going to need you in the coming years, maybe more than ever. So just keep that in mind. So in summation, I've got 3 things. Number 1, in many ways, the white coat represents perfection. And while we will never reach perfection, it is what we should strive for every single day. Number 2, now is the time to shift our focus from ourselves to our patients and our colleagues. Number 3, we will achieve so much more if we stand arm in arm with our colleagues and remember our support systems. Never forget to love your patient and your neighbor. Thank you all so much.